Number 10, The Ravenous, a French-Canadian film, eerie and unsettling. This flick has everything you want in a scary zombie movie. Set in the rural countryside of Quebec, a group of strangers run, hide, and fight for their lives as fast, cunning zombies attack them throughout. A must-watch for any fan of the genre. Number 9, I Am Legend. Now, although it is a virus that can potentially be cured, and in the book they were vampires and not zombies, which is similar to the movie, as they can't go into the sunlight, I think we can all agree that I Am Legend has all the makings of a good zombie movie. Sad, lonely man who has nothing but his dog, fights day and night in a vast cityscape against the hordes of fast, smart zombie vampire humanoids, with a good soundtrack, and honestly, one of Will Smith's best performances. I Am Legend surpasses the book, and I would put this on anyone's apocalyptic zombie movie list. Number 8, Zombieland. Every once in a while you need a funny zombie movie, and Zombieland manages not only to be funny, but just be a solid zombie movie in general. Jesse Eisenberg is great, Woody Harrelson is great, and Bill Murray, well, he's Bill Murray. And if there's one thing we can take into any real zombie apocalypse scenario, it's the double tap. Thanks, Zombieland. Number 7, Cooties. Any movie that stars a hobbit and makes fun of hobbits, you can count me in. This movie threw a funny take at the zombie trope, which only children can be affected by the virus. Set in an elementary school, the teachers have to fend for themselves as the students try eating their faces off. What's not to love? Number 6, Train to Busan. Everyone's favorite Asian zombie movie. Train to Busan is non-stop. It might be the most action-packed movie on the list. It's like Snakes on a Plane, but it's zombies on a train. Buckle up because you're in for a ride watching this one. Number 5, 28 Weeks Later. The sequel to 28 Days Later, we find ourselves in a big city running from the zombies, but also from the government. Because if we have learned one thing throughout zombie films, it's that the people are usually more dangerous than the zombies. Jeremy Renner stars in this one, and it's also non-stop action. Number 4, Dawn of the Dead, original. Probably one of the first zombie movies I've ever seen. This is a benchmark for all to come. It's everyone's favorite zombie fantasy, because if you're going to be trapped, it might as well be at the mall, right? The zombies are the cheesiest and don't hold up, but the movie still has an eerie vibe to it, and watching now brings me back to a simpler time in zombie cinema. Thanks, George. This list owes a lot to you. Number 3, Shaun of the Dead. This comedy zombie film does all the right things. Sure, it's funny, but it also pays homage to the zombie films that came before it. And although the zombies are your typical slow-moving variety, they are still pretty well done and give you the creeps during a good jump scare. Laughs ensue. Number 2, Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's. Not a lot of remakes outdo the original, but I think most would agree that this updated version does the job quite well. Zack Snyder directed this small zombie remake and put his own style on it. It is much more action-packed and the zombies are much more ferocious. There is something much more satisfying about a zombie that sprints after its brains. Number 1, 28 Days Later. Speaking of sprinting after brains, 28 Days Later brought us the most terrifying, fast-paced zombies in film history. They even say that the infection is just rage. Just pure monkey rage. Now, technically, they aren't zombies. They are still alive, I believe, and can potentially be cured. See 28 Weeks Later. But for all intensive purposes, this is a zombie movie through and through. It's dark, it's scary, it's sad, And once again, watch out for the military, because they are just as bad, if not worse, than the infected themselves. There you go, my top 10 zombie movie list. If you like that and want more, hit the subscribe button down low. Comment on what you want to see me do next as far as the top 10 lists go. And thanks for watching. Peace.